So today I'll be explaining the LeetCode medium type problem, and the problem is saying that the group of people given in group of size they belongs to. This is the main heading of the problem. So let's go into problem and understand it. So there are n people are split in some unknown number of groups, and each person is labeled with a unique ID from 0 to n-1. So by reading the question we can understand this is the main concept of this question, I think. So what is meaning that the group size of 1 is equal to 3, then the person 1 must be in group of size 3. Yeah, so what will be the return? Oh, okay, they return a list group of z, each person of I in a group of group size of I. Okay, so what we'll be doing this after reading the test cases will be easily understand. The input here taken is 3 3 3 3 1 3, 5 times 3, then 1, then 3. So yeah, by reading the explanation you will be easily understanding the. So it is saying that the first group is 5. Why it is 5? Because the size is 1. Okay, so what they want output from me, that there is only 1 in this array, and the position of the 1 is 5. If there is exist another one, we will have to create another array for it, and then we have to output in this array. Okay, and then there is total 6 number of 3s. Okay, total 6 number of 3s, but at a group in one array we can store only 3 position at a time, then we can take another 3 position. Okay, so if you not understand, I will be explaining through it. In this whiteboard I already written this array. Okay, so the position I also written here. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and this is 6. Okay, so what we'll get is, here we have to store. In this problem the approach should be, we have to store the unique number with their positions. Okay, so this will be an array because the array size must be of this element. Okay, so approach will be, I can take unordered map. Okay, so in this map I can store different type of distinct element. You know that map already contains distinct element. So what I will be doing is, in map I can take the map of an integer I and vector. I can map the integer and with vector because I will be storing the positions of each elements. So first integer I am taking is 3, and the position will be 0 1 2 3 4 and 6. So these all positions I will be taking in this array, in this vector. Especially I am doing in this problem in C++ programming. Okay, so I am storing this, and then the element is kept here is 1. So I am taking the integer 1 and take its position, it's 5. Okay, so after getting these from my array, given array, so I have to output this. Okay, so by what I can do this? So I have to take another vector. So where vector rather I can say the vector of vector, where I can store my result array, and yeah, so the approach will be, first of all we keep traversing towards these elements one by one, and then keep traversing this element corresponding this element. When this element is taken, we could traverse this array, and then we are taking the element number of element from this array by this position. This number of element we are taking at a time, and then push it into a vector, then total vector is pushed into a result array, result vector. Okay, right. So directly I am going to the coding. Yeah, so first of all, what we'll be taking is a unordered map. Okay, so we'll be using this. Okay, and then I'm taking the int type, then one vector type, sorry, yeah, and we can name it as mp. Yeah, then what we'll do is there is extra space. Yeah, so we will store the in the map. So we have to take a for loop I is equal to 0 to I less than group size. Another, this is a very big name, we can convert into a single name like a. Okay, so a dot size, this will save your time. And then I plus plus, and then what we'll do is mp of nums of I. So I'll just push back it, push back the element, which element, that is I. Okay, now my array is ready. What array is ready? Actually this is ready. Okay, now there is a main work. So what we'll be doing is we can take a vector. Okay, a result vector of vector of vector int v, let's say it's v. Okay. And then we can take another vector of int, let's say its name is vis, and nums a dot size. Okay. And let's take this vector with all elements 0 in it, initialized by 0. Let's go into the traversing. So for auto iteration, for auto it, let's take auto it in the map. Okay, what we will be doing is we will store the it dot first value, because the mp dot first value is taking that the each 1 those distinct element. Okay, so we can first of all store it into a variable, that is val, and it dot first. Okay, next what we'll be doing is we will take next one another for loop, because we have to travel traverse toward the mp dot second. Okay, so here the it dot second, so here I'm taking the auto, let's say it's x, and it dot second. Okay, now we have to take a result vector. Okay, So here I'm taking the vector of int type, that is result. Yeah, so result, what I will do is the result, what is x, we will keep pushing it into the result vector. Okay, so result dot push back, result dot push back, and that is x. Okay, so until what I will be doing this, if the val becomes the res dot size. Suppose I am taking the value of 3. So if 3 is equal to res dot size, because result array is the size of the result array is equal to val, and then we will be, what we will be doing is we will be pushing this, we will be pushing this result vector into v vector. Okay, so v dot push back, v dot push back, that is result. Okay, then res, so I have to fill this res blank, because res is again storing the elements. If I am not doing this step, the res already store previous 1 2 3, then it cannot store the 3 4, it also store the 3 4 6 element. Okay, so this is not good. Yeah, I think it's enough, it's ready for me. So here I'll just return the v vector. Yeah, so it's already done. So let's move on. And yeah, that's a compilation error. Sorry, why I'm taking these nums, it's a bad. Yeah, so it's a, actually what's happening is there are many problems given with the nums vector, so while I'm taking this vector, it's okay. Okay, now let's run. I think there's no problem. Yeah, accepted, done. Let's submit. Yeah, accepted. So I'll be done. Thank you everyone, have a nice day.